Started clearing some of the land here. I've changed my mind again. I think I change my mind about 6, 7 times a day. So I'll run it down with you a little later. But for now, I want to continue working. You can see what I'm doing. This is where I thought I was going to put the container home in, or the container shelter for my workshop. But as you can see, I cleared it and I like it. I've got a lot more to do. Uh, let's get to it. Uh, down. Though I don't like taking down these trees, if I could build the house or in the trees, I would. But these roots are so invasive that when I build the adobe house, depending on the foundation, roots can go through and cause problems. I have to put proper foundation, drainage system. I am going to do a round one. I have four mesquites here. I think I'm going to keep those and just monitor the shrubs that I have here. Cut a little bit, but back-breaking work, but well worth it. I'm happy. I'm so far physically good. I'll take a break every once in a while. Drink some water. My water's around here someplace. There it is, over there. But you can see. Uh, Let me see. Let me position this correctly. I'm doing little snippets, and then I'll cut off and then jump into something else that I'm doing. Since I don't have an app and I'm not too familiar with editing, this is the way I'm going to edit. So just bear with me until I get a little bit more YouTube savvy, uh, which I will. It'll take time. My priority is clearing up and doing this thing. I'm clearing all the debris from the dead trees and the dead stumps. And then I continue cutting down these shrubs all the way to the mesquite trees. Leave those there. And I'm going to raise the foundation up a little bit, all the way around. So that takes time. It's a lot of work. I'm creating a berm here to protect the water coming down. And it'll come along. It might change again. This is all experimental for me. What works for you guys, if you decide to do this, works for your condition in the environment you're in. my soil here is clay and sand. If I go down 3 feet, then I get caliche, which is a natural cement-like substance. I pulled a lot of roots out of this. This is the low spot where the water goes. So by the time this breaks down, it'll create more dirt, compost, more leaves. I use the eggshells for calcium, for the earth. Everything doesn't go to waste. When I put more dirt here, I hate these mosquitoes, or I should say these biting flies. But you got to go with it. Now imagine doing this the entire day without a break. It's rewarding work though. The progress goes pretty fast. Not to cover up the holes. So you can see here. Some of these are, you could tell they're dead. All I have to do is kick them over, and the roots could just come right out, just like this. Covering up the hole so water doesn't just seep in. Water goes, I guess, to the place of less resistance. And the loose soil is the lesser of the the hard topsoil that it comes out of. Uh, it's really not hard work. It's tedious, little details. And being in the high desert, the air's a little thinner than it is in the valley. So it makes it a little difficult to breathe. And the sun is no help. Let me bring you a little closer. And then I'll turn the camera around so you can see how much I've cleared. Everything I'm doing here is with a pickaxe and a rake. I found it to be the easiest way for me to do it. The real easy way is getting a bulldozer and leveling everything out and doing it all at one time. But I'd rather use my muscles and save on money. No matter what, you know, it gets costly after a while. I'm just happy it's not 3-digit heat. It's a little cool, it's a little breezy. This is good weather to work. I'm trying to take advantage of the time of year because once the heat from the summer comes in, I'm going to be here very few times taking breaks and doing other things. Filling up this hole with the dirt that I pulled out. I left my tamper at home. Next time I go out there, I'll get most of my tools. I just want to get the workshop. I can have everything all in there and not go back. No matter how much I eat, I'm losing weight. My pants keep falling. I used to be a heavy guy. I used to weigh 415 pounds. And now I can't keep the weight on, which is good. All right, I'll leave this for now, and let me show you around. I can feel a soft spot here, and what I'm gonna do. Let me take these gloves off. Adjust this camera. Thanks for hanging in there. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful day. So much gratitude. The thing about this is like the initial money that you invest is just like, I don't know if you guys ever had a fish tank and you wanted to buy a fish, depending on the size of the fish tank, you invested more money and then it was maintenance and it was easier to take care of and less money to fix. You had to put filter, you had to change the water, clean it, maintenance on it. The same principle applies to this. What happens to me is that the convenience that I used to have, a large house, I feel better downsizing. Less is more for me. And I battle constantly within myself saying, well, I want a bigger house. I really don't need a bigger house. That's more cleaning. That's more tchotchkes. That's more stuff that I'll accumulate in a space. I've been living fine in that van. It's just getting a little crowded with tools. And my bed, I got a little sliver that I'll sleep in. But most of the stuff, I put it away in the van, leave it there, and it is what it is. If I make just a small dome house, what I'm thinking is going to be dome, with a second floor bedroom upstairs. Downstairs, I have like an open area. One side, I have the kitchen. I'll have the living room, some heat in there. I have to cob the inside and run the electrical beforehand. All that's written down on paper. But my plans keep changing. I wonder if architects and designers do the same thing once they see the open land and what you can do. The reason why I want to do it here in this area where I was going to put the container in was because if I put it here, I could look outside my door right to those mountains. And my driveway turns so I could still see the light. And where I had my Maria, my van, that's where the container home is going to go. I mean, the container workshop. I got to give it a name. I'm just like, I've been searching for so many ways to build something, either container home, tiny home, Adobe home, and I stuck with the Adobe home. It's cost effective for me. Get bags, use the dirt here, and use a lot of muscle power, which so far I have a lot of. So that's the way I'm thinking, and again, it might just change again. But this, I still have to clear all this here. Those bushes, that's a mesquite tree right in front of my Maria right there, that big one. And all those bushes around, those brush is going to come out up to the mesquite tree. This is coming out. All this. Maybe that end, I know further down, and you see that little mesquite tree growing, I might stop right there. That mesquite tree right there. Then I'll move everything back. But I'm going to clear, that's another mesquite tree that I'll leave so I don't have to touch it. And the bush in front of it, look at the lizard. You see the lizard? Trying to run away. Has something in his mouth, has a bug. I love watching all this. Well, where that dead branch is, I'm going to take that out, take this bush out, take all these out. That's mesquite tree is going to stay right there. And I'll clear it around. There's another mesquite tree right over there at that end. So I'm going to keep that and I'll fix this up. I want to make it look good. I want to make it look pretty as I can. It's just planning, and my plans just change. But this is as far as I've gotten today. You can see behind me. I'll show you from the driveway where Maria's at, and I call her Maria. And when I say we, it's she and I. This is the driveway. And when you come around, I'm going to put the adobe house right there and the container home where Maria is, with the doors facing out here. Now, the adobe house, which is behind me, will be facing those mountains. That's sunrise, and on this side, it'll be the sunset. So from the back of the house, I can see the sunset. From the front of the house, I can see the sunrise. It's time to wake up, time to do things. I'm progressing along, I think, pretty good. You can see all the clearing. And then I'll post more and I'll show you how far I've gotten. I have 1, 2, 3. And the ones on this side, which is the mesquite tree, those bushes right around there, I'll take those down. So I'll see you when I get back.